Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever podcast that we're doing. I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm saying it like that from now on. Deal with it. Welcome to the Duck and Run podcast. I am Duck, and I'm with Run.
Yep.
I said that wrong, but we'll
We'll
whatever.
move it. It might change
We'll
every
move on.
podcast. We don't care.
Every single time it will change 100%. This is just a podcast talking about films, TVs, and games. Whatever we want, basically. Whatever we want to talk about, we will talk about. Well, yeah, we've got little segments. So we've got our new segment, trailer segment. We've got a fan theory segment that we probably will drop later on. We've got our main event, I guess.
The main event.
If we're doing a review, we'll do a one-sentence review after the review. And then we've got some other segments that will probably change after a while. So, shall we get into the news?
Yeah. We can start with whatever you need to talk about with the news, because obviously I've got a lot of gaming news on my part, but you can start the new movies.
That's fair enough. So I have got some news. I've got some interesting news. This is coming from Deadline, and it's that James Spader is returning for the Marvel Vision series that's probably going to be Vision Quest. How are we feeling about that? Obviously, Vision already appeared in the What If, but it was not James Spader. So he's back. James Spader is back.
It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with it, with how they left Vision off in WandaVision. It's going to be pretty, I think, probably one of the better MCU shows as of late, depending on when it comes out. Mm-hmm. And having James Spader back to voice Ultron is...
Yes, Ultron.
It's interesting.
I agree. I think it's going to be very interesting. I'm very excited to see where they're going to take Ultron, especially after, obviously, Age of Ultron ended with him pretty much being destroyed completely. So I'm interested to see how he'll return. I wonder if it's going to be to do with, maybe it's going to be in Vision's head or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's just he's never died. Or whatever. I didn't mind the Ultron that we got in Age of Ultron. I thought it was pretty decent. I like James Spader's voice. He does fit Ultron quite well. I don't know if you've seen, but like on Twitter or X, a lot of people are talking about the like his lines that he did in Age of Ultron, and it's like, oh, how amazing are these lines? And I'm like, they're alright.
Yeah, I mean, he can be quite menacing as well with some of the lines he does put out. However, the movie as a whole just puts me off rewatching it just for Ultron.
Yeah, I don't particularly like that film, and obviously not helped with Mr. Joss Whedon, who's amazing, obviously. The best person ever.
No controversy. Nothing.
No controversy.
Nothing.
No, he's not controversial.
No one is. Not one person. This is his first podcast. No, not one person's controversial, by the way. Nobody, please.
No.
Brand deals, please happen.
We're here for everybody. Jared Leto, we're here. We're
Starting off strong.
Jared. Yeah.
Hire us.
I've also. Sure, why not? No, moving on. I've also got Scarlet Witch. Also, according to Deadline, may also return. The interesting about the headline was that they specifically put Scarlet Witch may return, which indicates are we talking about a theory? Or do they think that, or have they been told to say maybe? I don't know. It really screamed that strange for them to say may return. I find that really strange.
Yeah, maybe it's just like they know that they're in talks for Elizabeth Olsen to return as Scarlet Witch in Vision Quest, whatever they're calling it. So maybe they've just saying may because there's just a little bit of talk going on. It's probably just nothing.
Maybe it's more to do with reception. Let's see how people people respond to the actual the headline, which has been positive, obviously.
Yeah.
I like Elizabeth Olsen, and she obviously is coming back. It's just a matter of when, really, and not if. But who knows? Who knows? My final bit of news that I have here is the Acolyte Season 2 was cancelled recently, which is it's odd because, obviously, they've never really done this. Disney have never really put out statements saying that a Season 2 or a show has been cancelled. They just, ignore it. So, obviously, Mandalorian Season 4, for example, they haven't necessarily said it's not happening, but it's probably not going to happen. They just, because of the film and stuff, all of the films that have been cancelled as well, they've never really specifically said they were cancelled. They've just ignored it. So it's interesting to me that they put out a statement saying, no, it's cancelled. I think it's a little bit of a shame. I mean, you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but that's not because, anything, controversy or anything what was going on around the project. It is just, I just didn't decide to. A lot of the Star Wars projects I do leave until it's all out to watch it anyway, other than Mandalorian and Kenobi, so...
And that's fair. I watched it week to week. I thought it was pretty good, fine to pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I think I was interested to see where the story was going to go, considering it feels like, I mean, it is the first story we've ever had in live action, specifically, that isn't set within, 50 years of each other. It's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, except only 50 years it spans, it seems like at the minute. This is why it interests me so much, because it was 100 years before The Phantom Menace, and we were finally stretching out. Obviously being cancelled, I just feel like we're going to be getting more of, more standard Star Wars stuff, which is starting to get a little bit, repetitive, I want to say. I mean, Mandalorian Season 3 was good, I enjoyed it, but we're getting to a point now where it's like, can we expand? Can we, break the mold, as it were? I enjoyed it. I wish it was coming back for Season 2. But yet again, a lot of people didn't like it. Some for the right reasons, some for the wrong reasons, but, we don't need to get into that, I don't think. Otherwise we'll be here for the next 50 minutes.
Yeah, as well, just to add to the Acolyte cancellation, the reason why they announced it might possibly be just to see reception, more down-to-earth reception on the cancellation, and see what people really did want from it. Because while it was out, obviously there was a lot of just blabber, in my opinion. I didn't watch it, but there's a lot of just god awful takes.
The very interesting thing is there's been a very strong, vocal people online at the minute, specifically, that are saying bring it back, and they've signed petitions, and I think that's got up to 20,000 signed and stuff. So and there was a funny one. There was obviously a Revive Acolyte Season 2 petition, and then there was an anti-Revive Season 2. I mean, I don't know what you're achieving with that one, considering it's already been cancelled. So it's not like you're achieving anything with that. Anyway, that one got 2,000 signatures, and the other one's got 20,000. So, a lot of people that like this want to see it. And actually, the interesting thing was, when it was announced, it was actually in Disney Plus trending. It was on the trending tab on Disney Plus, and it was trending on Twitter and stuff. So I found that really interesting. That I think there's a vocal minority online that are hating on it, but I feel like there was a unvocal majority of people that actually did enjoy it. I know the numbers didn't necessarily reflect that, but a lot of the people that I've spoken to and I've seen and heard from said they liked it. So that was interesting. It's unfortunate, but Disney, they do this a lot, cancelling stuff. They do it all the time. They cancel everything. So
I just liked a lot of the conversation about it, and I remember seeing it a YouTube title going "Will Acolyte get removed off Disney Plus?" Why would they do that?
I mean, they did it to Willow, but no one knows what that is. This is a bit different.
This is Yeah, it is.
They're very different. They're never gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna remove this from Disney Plus. I think at that point there would be a bigger outcry than there was with Willow, because Willow got removed from Disney Plus, and I'll be honest, I didn't even know.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know it was on Disney Plus. So there you go.
So this is a bit different. I think it's been in the headlines. Some might say for all the wrong reasons, which I don't necessarily disagree with, but you know, we'll move on. That's the end of my news. I don't know if you've got any. I mean, I do know you've got.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more.
little bit more.
Seeing as though we had Gamescom last week, so
yes, that's why I didn't put any more news in, because I knew that we had Gamescom.
So, coming off of one Star Wars project to another, Star Wars Outlaws had more footage at Gamescom. I don't know if you've seen any footage from Star Wars Outlaws, really. Yet.
I have. I've seen some. I've seen some gameplay footage over the last couple of all over the last week. It looks interesting.
Yeah,
maybe not in the right way.
That is literally what I've typed down. It looks interesting. There's a lot of good reviews coming out from it for it right now, but it's IGN. It's a 7 on IGN. You know, everything's a 7 on IGN, but it's a really hard situation for me personally, because it's a Ubisoft game to start with, and I've never been that much of a fan. But I would also love brand deals, so please don't hurt me.
We don't like Ubisoft until Ubisoft give us free stuff, and then we love Ubisoft.
Oh, obviously, that is how it works. But, I mean, 100%. The locales and everything for Star Wars Outlaws is a really good review here. Looks very Star Warsy. It looks right for the setting. I've seen a few bugs, but it's not out yet, so the patch for most of the bugs will probably be out on day one. The graphics look a bit outdated. I'm not trying to shit on it completely. I've not played it. I've just seen, it probably could have been a PS4 playing it, but yeah, Star Wars.
True.
I'll wait.
It exists.
It exists. I'll wait, but hey. If you want to buy it, buy it.
Look, I'm not holding my breath for Outlaws. I won't be buying it on release. I'll buy it eventually when it's on discount, maybe, but I won't be buying it on release, I don't think. I mean, it hasn't appealed to me that much. I know, obviously, the review said it feels very Star Warsy. To me, it doesn't look very Star Warsy, so I'm surprised. You know, I'll be pleasantly surprised if it does feel more like it. I'm hoping that when I do get a chance to play it, that it is. I go it, play it and go, oh, this is better than what I thought it was. So,
is it going to be a Jedi Survivor? That's the real question.
Probably not.
Yeah,
it might be the best game I've ever played in my entire life. Who knows?
True. So, what else have we got? Batman Arkham Shadow. I don't know if you've seen anything from that.
I have not seen anything, no.
Right, yeah. So it's just a VR Batman Arkham game set between, I want to say, Origins and Asylum. It looks pretty interesting. It is locked to Oculus Quest 3 only, which is quite a bummer. I feel like it'd be much better if it could have been on all platforms. I don't understand platform exclusivity nowadays. It makes no sense to me.
Right. I have this problem, and I'm going to go on a little rant here. I have this problem. It's because Xbox don't have a VR they don't have their own VR, right? I hate it. Anything, like, for example, I play F1. I play a lot of F1, and they have a VR, they have a VR bit, right? I play on PlayStation 5. I'm not allowed to go play it using VR because the Xbox version doesn't have VR, so it's not fair. I did that in air quotation marks. I know you can't see it, but I did it in air quotation marks. That's not fair. Why? That's not my fault. Xbox people don't have the facilities to have a VR headset. Not my fault. Don't see why you're punishing me. You're not punishing PC players. Are you, Codemasters? Stop punishing the PlayStation 5 players. Punish the Xbox players. They ain't got a VR. What if I do? Fuming. Anyway, sorry for my little rant.
Yeah. Also, I don't know about this F1 stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's not Codemasters what's the issue there. We know
Yeah,
who it
you're
is, but I
probably
also
right.
don't want to break any more brands. I feel like we've already ruined 90% of potential business relations with this video
great.
already. But yeah,
Brilliant.
I mean, Arkham Shadow looks good. Obviously, it's. I feel bad not knowing the voice actor from Origins who did Batman, but he's back from
Mark Hamill.
Arkham Origins. No, Mark Hamill's Joker. oh, it was a joke. Right. But yeah, obviously, I mean, he's a pretty good voice actor. I played Origins like 15 years ago. That might be an over-exaggeration. I can't remember when it came out, but I was very young when I played it, and it just wasn't as good as the other ones what was out at the time. I do want a remaster of Origins, but that's going off on a tangent a little bit. Anyway.
I haven't played any of them. I've got them on the Switch.
You've
but
got
I
them
haven't
on
played them.
PlayStation.
I have got them on PlayStation.
But yeah, I mean, it's probably worth a play before the VR game comes out, because no doubt I'll be getting it. So.
Yeah, that's true. And I obviously, famously, even though I went on that run, I don't have a VR headset.
Yeah.
But I would get one if, F1 had a VR. Well, it does, but if it came to PlayStation, I would probably get one.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Marvel Rivals is got more stuff coming out. Well, I say more stuff coming out. The game's not out yet. But I think they announced a couple more characters for Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you've seen any of that either.
I haven't. I think I saw like a Venom, and I thought it was a Fortnite character.
Yeah, I mean, they have kind of gone into the whole. I wouldn't say Fortnite, but it's like that sort of animation, I guess, where it just looks good in my opinion. Like, it's not too serious or realistic to it, but it's basically just like a team-based shoot. I wouldn't call it a shooter, but like a team-based game, like Overwatch, if you've ever played it. It looks fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find games that you probably have played, but yeah, I mean, it looks fine. I'm interested to play it. Didn't get the beta access, Sucks.
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Same.
but hey, well, whatever.
We'd have loved it. We'd have loved that beta access. Disney.
Yeah, Disney, Marvel, please.
Please.
What else is there to talk about? No More Room in Hell 2. That looks fun, obviously. Once again, you've probably seen nothing of it.
Nope, I haven't seen anything of it.
Yeah, I didn't put that really as something we talk about much, but that looks pretty good. Is it a 4-player? It's like 8-player zombie survival game, but it's not like Daisy or anything where you have to survive. I feel like it's like a campaign-based survival, which is pretty cool for me. I like those type of games.
Yeah, that reminds me of Dying Light.
A little bit, yeah, I guess. It's not as like that setting story where it's like open world, I don't think, but
Okay.
it's the first one was alright, so sure.
Fair enough.
Warhammer 40k game comes out next month. That looks pretty cool. Probably will end up getting that. Got a season pass for it already announced. Whether people agree with live service or not, whatever. But I mean,
they exist.
They do exist. I mean, the best one, the Suicide Squad game.
That's the best live service game I've ever seen and played in my entire life.
Yeah, and you've definitely played through all of it.
I played through it all 5 times.
Yeah, I platinumed 100% of that game. Will I ever return to it? Probably not. But that's enough of Suicide Squad, because it's actually making me feel ill. There's a new Mafia game coming out. You've probably played neither of no Mafia games.
No.
but it is based
never
on
played of it.
the first like chapter of Mafia 2, I think. I don't know how they're working it as a prequel, sequel, interquel, whatever. Too many quals. Whatever.
Too many quills.
Wukong's come out, looks pretty good. Got some controversy to it, but I haven't read enough on the controversy. Yeah, it's whatever. It looks pretty good though. Might end up getting that. Now ones to talk about a little bit more. Indiana Jones coming to PS5.
It is. Oh, I didn't know that, and I saw that. Yes, it is coming to PS5. I have got a PS5, so that's cool.
You also have an Xbox, so it didn't really affect you in either way.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. It wouldn't have affected me in either. Yep.
But it's pretty good that Xbox is sort of culling off exclusivity for their platform. I do want PlayStation to do it more with their games, because I feel like it'd be so much better for us all to just have the games we all want.
Yeah.
I don't understand
100%.
it, but money, I guess. Fun.
Yeah, money and exclusivity, money and stuff. So
we've got Dying Light, a new Dying Light game. You mentioned it earlier.
I did.
I don't think we saw any gameplay, but I mean, it follows off from Dying Light 1, but is set after Dying Light 2. If that sounds confusing.
It's what?
So,
What?
obviously, we've not played through it fully yet, but the main character in Dying Light 1 isn't in Dying Light 2.
Oh.
But he's in Dying Light 3. Well, it's 3, 2.5, whatever you want to call it, because
Right.
it's just a new type of game where they bring out a new game what's supposed to be DLC, but make it into a full game. So people are probably expecting a little bit too much from this game. As everyone does.
That makes sense.
So,
Yeah. No.
Just prepare for when it comes out, everyone's just going to go, oh, it's shit and like 5 hours long, but whatever. It wasn't meant to be a full-fledged game.
Yeah.
The Secret Level show, did you watch that trailer?
I didn't. No.
No. But yeah, Secret Level looks pretty cool. It's I want to say on Amazon in December. It's made by the same people who did Love, Death and Robots, if you ever watched that.
I think I watched some of that.
Yeah, it's just basically just an anthology series, but it's going to be based on games rather than just random different whatever Love and Death and Robots was. It looks pretty good. It's got Kratos in it from God of War and a few other characters. Pac-Man, Mega Man, everyone's best friends.
Everybody's best friends.
So that's that. And we got some more Black Ops 6 gameplay. I don't know if you've seen it.
Ooh. I have stayed relatively quite far away from the Black Ops 6 stuff. I don't know why. It's not really on purpose, I think. But now I've got so far with it, not seeing anything, that I think I'm now just gonna wait until the game comes out, just really to see anything. I'm not seeing. I think I've seen like one trailer for it.
Yeah, well, basically we just got a campaign gameplay. I want to believe, which I don't like watching campaign gameplay anyway, because I kind of want the whole story to be shown to me when I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
But it did show some zombies cinematic stuff, which was pretty cool. Hard to explain right now because I would have to sit here for 6 hours and explain the zombie storyline to you, which I'm not doing.
We haven't got time for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but it's got some interesting connotations to what's going to happen in the zombie storyline in Black Ops 6, as well as we've got Call of Duty Next tomorrow, which will... I don't know when this goes out, but it might have gone by the time this goes out. But yeah, I'm pretty interested for that. Black Ops 6, and I believe that is basically everything I've got wrote down. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, when it comes to stuff like Gamescom and San Diego Comic Con and D23, I think our news sections will be a lot bigger than you maybe normal. Like sometimes we might be like, "There's no news today." That's our news. And then
Yeah,
move on.
obviously mine was a lot probably lengthier than your news segment, but it's like
Yeah.
you just said, Gamescom's just been, and
Mm-hmm.
this is also loads of news I did skip out on for that, just because indie games and stuff I'm not quite familiar
Yeah.
with at the moment, so I just leave that
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
other people.
Fair enough. Are we moving on?
Yeah, can move on.
Okay, moving on. It's our trailer talk time. I have 3 trailers down. I have Kraven the Hunter, Directive 8020, which is a Dark Pictures game, and then Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm assuming you've seen all 3 of the trailers.
Yes, I'll admit I've not seen the full Craven trailer. I have seen bits of it because whenever Sony releases a trailer, I just skip through it. But I've seen enough. I feel like I've seen enough of a trailer.
I think we'll leave that one until last. I think we have the most to say about that one. So we'll start with Directive 8020. Not a lot, obviously, to come out of it. There's nothing much we can take from it, I don't think. At first it felt very alien to me, which is ironic considering the film we'll be talking about later, but it did feel quite alien, and
I thought it was
I think
Alien crossed with The Thing. Like, that's kind of what I got off of it.
Felt like that, and I feel like it is definitely going to deal with, is this person who you think it is? I'm assuming the game's still going to be 2 players. I'm hoping so. That was the best part of the Dark Pictures anthologies, in my opinion. So we'll see.
Yeah, because you couldn't play it on your own.
And I wouldn't. Because I didn't want to. But I did like those games. I liked all 3, 4 of them.
4.
Yeah, I enjoyed them. Yeah, we don't know much. It's coming out next year. I'm excited for it.
What changed for it? Isn't it Dark Pictures? It's not they changed the
Yeah, they did.
subtitle?
Yeah, the old ones were the Dark Pictures anthology, I think.
Yeah.
I think something like that. Whereas now it's a Dark Pictures game.
Which
It was a really subtle change, which is strange to me. But
which I
it
feel
might
like
just be.
Go on. Sorry.
It might just be more to do with this is a new season, so we're gonna switch it up. I don't know.
Yeah, or they could be doing a thing where they double the production time of how they make these and release them separately. So instead of having seasonal things, they could just spend more time making a longer and probably a little bit more better produced game.
Yeah, because the old ones were about 3 to 4 hours. I wonder if this one's going to be like double
Yeah,
that because and then obviously maybe that's why they changed it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see in 2025.
Yeah,
which will be a very, very busy year.
Cannot wait.
Cannot wait. It's gonna be great. Okay, so unless you've got anything else to say about Directive 8020.
No, other than it looks pretty good.
Yep, it does look pretty good. Okay, so Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It looks very, very interesting. I'm not vastly knowledgeable about Sonic and the world. I don't know Shadow's powers. It looked very vague, teleporty, running powers. I didn't get it. But it looked good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm also not the biggest in-lore fan of Sonic. I don't know much lore to it. I've played few of the games, but yeah, I feel like Shadow, the storyline they can go with him is going to be very interesting, and I'm quite excited to see the movie and see how it falls. Because, I mean, when the first movie was announced, they have done an unreal comeback. because obviously the original Sonic animation
I mean,
was interesting.
yeah. From them to now, it's just been a real good turnaround. Well done on them for listening, I guess. Yeah, it looks great. Honestly, this last trailer looked really good.
I just really feel sorry for the animators from the first movie because they must have been crunched hard to change that animation before release.
Yep. Yeah, because they really tried to go for like a photoreal Sonic, and then they changed it, I think, to a more of a cartoonish. But I think it works better, especially in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not much to say about it other than it looks good. I think we don't know that much. The trailer literally came out like today as we're recording this.
Yeah.
So nothing really much to say, I don't think. So then I think it's time to get on to the second biggest film of the year.
All right, and that's it for us.
But I think, it's time to talk about Kraven the Hunter, my second most anticipated film of the year behind Venom: The Last Dance.
That's coming out this year. Great.
They're both coming out this year, and guess what? We'll be doing episodes on them. It'll be great.
Oh wow! My excitement cannot be contained.
So, the big news is the Rhino is in it, even though we knew that from the last trailer. But we now see the Rhino.
We do see him. What is there to say?
Yeah, he's there. He's there. He's certainly there. They really changed, I think. Look, don't get me wrong. I think this trailer is better than the last one. But I don't think that is saying much. I hated the last one.
Yeah.
I mean, they really took out all of he gets powers from a lion or something. Like
yeah,
the blood
I'm
of a
pretty
lion
sure it's like DC's Catman or something, isn't it? Like, it's not Kraven, but hey.
It's like, okay. Sure. And then they took that out. I wonder if that will be reflected in the final film. I wonder if they will take that out of the film. That'd be interesting, I think. To see if they've done that.
I'd be surprised, after hearing about the reshoots, I was like, it's something what Sony had done, Madam Web's probably in it now. Fucking baby Peter Parker's probably fighting Kraven at the end of a movie. Or Kraven finds baby Peter Parker and goes, this is my future enemy, but he turns around and fucking Morbius and Vulture's there flying about.
It's funny you mentioned baby Peter Parker, because in our fan theory talk, in our discussion on fan theories later, I have a fan theory about that.
Great.
Well, we'll get onto it. We'll get onto it in a bit. Yeah. It just looks. It looks fine. The Rhino design doesn't look great, but I mean, I can't see this being anything other than fine. Like the first Venom. It's not going to be the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But it could be the worst. But yeah, again, that's pretty. I don't think it can be the worst. The DC, whatever they're calling themselves now.
Kraven.
Spunk or
I'm going to say Kraven DC, yeah.
Kraven DC. Spum or whatever they call it. I don't know what they're calling it anymore.
The Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters or whatever. Fuck.
I don't know. What do they call it?
The Spunk. Just keep it as that.
Sony Pictures movie.
I think it's just this Smoo. Or no.
Oh, I think it is Smoo now, isn't it?
Yeah. SSU, Smoo, whatever.
Yeah, it's Sue now.
Sue.
SSU, Sony Spider-Man's universe. No, it's Sony Spider-Man universe. So it's SSU. It's Sue. But it was Spum, I think, at one point, wasn't it?
It was Spunk, and then it turned to Spum, and then it turned to what it is now.
Sue.
It's so annoying how Sony's live action universe is just got nothing on its animation yet.
Yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Craven is a really good, villain. I mean, we just had Spider-Man 3 like last year, and the Craven in that was great. And then we get onto Quicksilver.
Oh yeah, when it says Spider-Man 3, by the way, it means the game. I was very confused.
I mean, the game, Spider-Man 2, the game.
Yeah.
The game. That's what it's called.
Spider-Man 2, the game.
Yeah, we had Craven in that, and that was good. And then why would you come out and do this? But they've already done Venom. Venom has 3 films coming out, by the way. There's a trilogy of Venom films coming out in December, or whenever that film's coming out. That is mental to me. That there is 3 of them that exist in the world. I don't that exists.
3 Venom films and not one has Spider-Man in it.
And that's completely they don't even interact, so it doesn't really count.
It's just so crazy.
Just doesn't count, man. I'm fuming. I mean, what do we even say about Kraven the Hunter that's already not going to be said? I mean, it looks garbage-ish.
I feel like it could contend for the best early 2000s superhero movie, but we're not in the early 2000s.
It's better than Fantastic Four, the first one that came out. Not the unreleased one, the one that came out in 2005. That one. It's better than that one.
Is it going to be better than Daredevil? I mean, not the show, the movie with Ben Affleck. I don't know.
Oh God, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows at this point? Probably not. I have no faith in them. But then they come out and make Across the Spider-Verse. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll definitely go back to reviewing the Spider-Verse films. I think once the third one eventually comes out.
Yeah, when the third one comes out, I think we'll go and do the other 2. And I think when the culmination of the Sue comes out, I think we should do all of the SSU films.
Yeah, I don't, but anyway. Yeah, so are we fine to move on from Craven now?
Yes, we'll move on from Craven. So it's now fan theory. I have a fan theory about Venom 3 that I found.
Oh,
the little boy that you see in Venom 3, people are saying that is Peter Parker.
Right.
I don't know if this relates to Madam Web or the MCU, but people are saying that the little boy in Venom 3 is Peter Parker, and because you see they're stood on I can't remember the exact shot. That they're stood on a building or whatever, and then they all fall down, and there's Venom and Eddie, and then there's a child, and then an older woman. Well, not an older woman, but a woman. And people are speculating that is Peter Parker and Aunt May.
Well,
makes no sense.
It's going to be a quick movie. If Venom doesn't like Spider-Man, he can easily just kill the younger child, the younger version of him. It's going to be.
Why would you? But why would you do that? Surely the goal from Sony would be to get Tom Holland's Peter and Eddie Brock's, Tom Hardy's Venom, to fight. Why would you do this? This makes no sense.
Talking about this gave me a really bad worry that I feel like Venom's hatred for Spider-Man's going to come from, Venom, maybe buying
this child.
Yeah. Venom's going to, have an ice cream, and then the young Peter Parker's going to, start crying because he's not got an ice cream, and Venom's oh, I hate children. That's the only reference to him being Peter Parker, by the way. His name's never name dropped.
Go on.
They
do the thing in Madam Web that you haven't seen where, Aunt May's pregnant. No, not Aunt May. That would be weird. where Peter's mother's pregnant and she's like, "Oh, he's swinging around in there." And it's like, shut up.
Yeah, like, it'll turn to Venom, oh, I hate children. It'll turn to young Peter Parker, and there's just going to be like a spider on his head. Not a venomous one, or the one what turns him into Spider-Man. It's just going to be like just a really little spider. Or he's going to get caught in a spider web. I hate spiders.
Just start singing Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Yeah. I just, honestly... Oh... Please.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that episode. The Venom one. That's going to be so fun. Have you got any fan theories?
At the moment, not really. I mean, I was going to talk a bit about Daredevil, but I don't really have many theories about what that's going to be about. I mean, I thought Spider-Man would have been in it because, you know, Spider-Man 4 could have been a street-level movie. However, Sony really doesn't want it to be.
Yeah, they don't, do they? They really wanted this to be a multiverse thing, which I think is a mistake.
We literally we capped off the trilogy well enough to just
really
go
well.
straight back to
Don't
basics. We finally got Spider-Man in the MCU in that sense. Like, a lot of people, you know, we had Iron Boy Jr. before. No, but I feel like the trilogy did show a really good start of Spider-Man and him becoming
100%.
Spider-Man to the end of the film, end of the trilogy. It's like, damn, we're finally here. And now he's just going to get sent into a multiverse, probably go to Sony's universe and never see him again in the MCU. Oh no, we'll see him in Secret Wars for like, with Tobey Maguire, and they're going to be like, oh no, you, and they're going to be like, yeah man.
They'll do the pointing meme for like the 5th time.
Yeah, because we all wanted that again.
Is that pointing at each other? It's like, yeah, the crowd goes wild.
Thank you, Avi Arad.
The best. He made No Way Home happen. Avi Arad.
He also
times.
can't wait for his credits in Secret Wars as well. He made all Secret Wars happen.
Yeah.
He actually wrote the original comic, if you didn't know.
Oh, I did him. That's mad.
Yeah.
He also wrote Titanic. It was the first film that came into my head.
Yeah, I'm going to say that is quite just a random film. He made Citizen Kane would have probably been like more like
I was trying to think of
but...
like a really well received film, and Titanic was the first one. Not a great example. I don't know why I said that one, but anyway, that doesn't matter.
But yeah,
I haven't really got any more fan theories. I think probably as time go on, we'll probably replace this segment. It's just for now.
We're just feeling his way through this basically.
100%. I think if you want to, we could get on to our main topic of the episode.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to talk a bit about D23 if you want to do that now.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about D23.
Because I believe you've seen other leaked trailers.
Yes, I mean no.
I've not seen Ironhearts, but that's because I couldn't find it when it first released, and then it's just not been on Twitter at all.
I haven't seen any of the leaked trailers.
Yeah, same. I see what you're doing. I haven't seen them at all.
I haven't seen any of them.
And they aren't downloaded anyway. I mean,
no.
Myself.
We'll just edit that out. It's fine.
Fair enough. But yeah,
right. Interesting. I think there was like Thunderbolts. Probably my most anticipated of the stuff that was shown there, and you had Agatha. Looks fine. Ironheart. What else was there? Daredevil. Yes. I take that back. Daredevil's my most anticipated.
Yeah, I was about to say when you said Thunderbolts, so like.
I
Daredevil
forgot about Daredevil. No, Daredevil's the more on the Thunderbolts then. Probably Ironheart and then Agatha.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Daredevil so much because I'm very interested to see how they're going to link the Netflix shows to the MCU now.
Well, even Kevin Feige said originally The goal was to really try to make them feel different. The Netflix show this, and then obviously after the whole rewrite thing, they scrapped that, and now apparently it's really close.
Which
apparently,
is good.
actually,
But
according to Charlie Cox, he said something like, "Oh no, was it Vincent D'Onofrio? It's one of them." That said that they were surprised that they left some of the stuff in, and they said that not even Netflix would have let them do that. So that's interesting, and I'm pretty pleased with that.
I mean, they did say that about Moon Knight, to be fair. Well, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio didn't say that, but when the Moon Knight things were coming out, they did say, like, oh, this is... And I mean, to be fair, it probably was the most brutal show they did, but not by
Yeah,
much.
probably.
But
Probably.
yeah, I'm very interested to see how they're going to link it up together, because, I mean, obviously, the Netflix shows did reference the MCU a lot, but it just was very one-sided.
Yeah. Well, there's stuff going around at the minute about whether certain people will show up, and who knows.
But yeah, very
Who knows?
excited. Thunderbolts?
Very exciting. Thunderbolts looks good.
Yeah,
Looks good.
I'm still iffy on the whole title thing. It's really annoying
Weird
me.
title, but I want to know what it is.
Yeah, obviously
I
we
do.
have to watch the movie to understand, but it's just one of those things where it's like, it's just so odd.
Yeah, so strange. I don't get it, but I do get it. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
It,
I don't know.
the fact of Thunderbolts to me, what only puts me off is like you've got all these super soldiers basically on this team, and then they're, I don't know whether they're against or with Sentry, like one of the most overpowered Marvel characters known to man. So I don't know how that's going to work. I doubt
Yeah.
they'll be fighting him, but I mean, who knows?
At this point, genuinely, who knows? Like, maybe they'll do a Batman v Superman where they'll be enemies and then they'll be friends.
Yeah, they just shout Martha at each other for 5 minutes. Ironheart. I mean, the like on-set footage, not footage, but like photos from Ironheart was quite interesting when they were like shown back like last year, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to watch the trailer. I mean, didn't get to not watch the. I don't know. I didn't get to not watch the leaked trailer. uh, but I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm interested to see how they carry on from Wakanda Forever, because obviously they ended it by, did they destroy the suit or did they just not let her take it home with her?
They didn't let her take it with her.
Which I mean makes sense, but I'm very
Yeah.
interested to see where she goes from that.
Yeah.
But that's about it for Ironheart for me.
Yeah. Nothing really much to say about Ironheart. Daredevil. Are we spoke about Daredevil yet?
We've spoke a bit about Daredevil, didn't we? With
Okay,
it's going more brutal and stuff.
Yeah. So the trailer that I haven't seen, definitely, it looks so good. It looks really, really good. It looks literally where we've left off.
Yeah,
Where we left off.
John Bernthal Punisher's back. Very excited.
Very exciting. I'm surprised they really revealed that in the trailer.
Yeah, I mean,
If I'm
it could
honest.
definitely be the way to just try and get, I mean, they didn't have to, but it's to get more people watching it because
Maybe I think that tells me that John Bernthal is in it more than people think.
yeah, I mean, if the leaks are still true, as much as we don't really want to get too much into it. I mean, the leaks were from like 2 years ago, but I mean, Karen and Foggy are going to like disappear in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. True.
I hope
mean,
that's not true, but
I really hope that's not true too. Because it's interesting because obviously there are other people that have been rumored to appear. I don't know whether to say any of it, but yeah, there have been certain people that have been rumored to appear. and maybe they will, but they weren't in the trailer.
Very, very excited to see Daredevil and Kingpin's dynamic as well, because I'm believing it's not really of a team up, but more of a sort of having to work together to get rid of this Muse character.
Yeah, I think that's so. Yeah, I think it's really, really interesting. And you know what I find even more interesting is if over the course of the 2 seasons, that we learn that Kingpin is like developing a hatred towards like Spider-Man, and we you know, it all leads to an all-out, you know, like a quote unquote civil war with Spider-Man. Like you have like Daredevil and Punisher going up against, you know, Kingpin and people like that. You know, Echo can be involved in that as well, and I don't know, like Hawkeye.
Kingpin and Scorpion could be on that team, on the enemies.
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to see that. Not gonna happen because we're getting Spider-Man in space again, or whatever.
Yeah, he'll go to Doctor Strange and be like, "Can you reverse the spell?" And he's like, "What spell?" And he'll be like, "Blah blah blah," and then fun.
And then everyone that he's ever met will come out and be like, "I know you," and then turns to the camera and is like, "Haha, you know me too."
What an ending to a movie that would be.
That would be very interesting. What else was shown at D23?
Red Hulk.
Red Hulk was shown. Looks fine.
Yeah, it looks like Hulk, but red. What a surprise.
Pretty much. Yep. Very shocked.
Adamantium was name dropped as well.
Adamantium.
Which I believe...
Which obviously,
go on.
You know, coming off of Deadpool and Wolverine. Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Wasn't Bullseye injected with adamantium at the end of Daredevil Season 3 as well?
I have no idea.
I don't know, he had like a spinal surgery and like a post-credit scene, and then he opened his eyes and his eyes were a bullseye, and it's like, oh my god, that's Bullseye. Like nobody knew it beforehand. And then it got cancelled.
Brilliant.
But he is back in board again, so...
He is back. He's got a suit that looks nothing like Bullseye's suit.
I mean, we've got loads of things like that in the MCU, though. I mean, we've got Baltrock the Leaper, who's not got his original suit, but I believe he's dead now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I know he was in Falcon and Winter Soldier, but...
That was so long ago, I can't remember.
Yeah. I wonder when we're going to see Sharon Carter next.
In the next Spider-Man film, probably.
Yeah, she's found a way to traverse the multiverse.
She's in Kraven the Hunter.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then Sony will be like, yeah, you can't use that character now, it's in our universe.
She's like, no, I am Kraven. I don't know what accent that was, but that's what she's saying.
Yep.
I'm the new Kraven. The Huntress.
Oh, that's a DC superhero.
It is. But you can't do that because people won't like it.
Well, you say that, but Morbius literally had one of the Batman theme tunes play.
That is very true. That is very true. My favorite superhero theme ever. Coming into makes no sense. Other D23 news, obviously we had Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, that was
looks fine.
Fine, yeah,
looks fine. We had Skeleton Crew trailer. It looks strange.
I didn't get to see it all.
It's very strange to see like a suburban town like in Star Wars. I found that very strange.
Yeah, but it's a nice change of pace, I guess.
Yeah, 100%, and it looks fine. So,
any more Star Wars D23?
That was pretty much it. We had nothing else really.
There is one thing what we didn't actually talk about.
Oh.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yes,
We
the
got
suit.
to see the suit, and
We got to see Johnny's suit.
the same footage from last we're at Comic Con.
Comic Con, yeah. Yeah, this is my most anticipated Marvel project coming out. I'm so looking forward to it. I think, I forgot his name. The guy that did WandaVision. Completely forgot. Matt Shankman.
Yep.
He did obviously WandaVision, and he did the Monarch show on Apple TV. Seen both. Good. I like them both. I think he's very creative in what he does, and the footage that I haven't seen definitely looked very unique and stylized. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. Michael Giacchino doing the music. I love Michael Giacchino. I think he's probably one of the best working at the minute. With Ludwig Göransson.
Yeah.
Those are my two favourite at the minute. So yeah, super excited for I think the cast is spectacular as well, and the suit looks amazing.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people not liking the cast and the suit, and I'm like, you've not really given it a chance as well.
Yeah, just shut up. Like, I love the suit, and I love the cast, and I think it's different to what we've ever seen before, and I like that. Finally.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be better than Fantastic, so we can't really complain.
Yeah, true. I mean, it'll be very difficult to be worse than that.
I just really hope at the end of the film, once I'm presuming they escape Galactus or something, they just turn to each other and go like, "That's fantastic." Say that again.
Oh yes, that would be Oscar-worthy ending. That, and the best ending ever, no doubts.
The Amazing Four, they just turn. Oh, that was amazing. Amazing what? Say that again.
Yep. There was then a bunch of Disney stuff.
Yeah,
it was released, like Frozen 3 and Incredibles 3 and stuff like that. My most anticipated out of all of the Disney stuff, other than the Marvel and Star Wars stuff, was Incredibles 3. Brad Bird's back. I love the first two. I think The Incredibles is one of my favorite animated films of all time. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yet again, Michael Giacchino, who does the music, and obviously The Incredibles is like pretty much the Fantastic Four at this point. Yeah, I'm excited to see that one. And all of the rest, I'm like, okay, it's fine. That's it. I don't have any other opinions on any of those other stuff.
Yeah, I mean, one last thing for D23, I guess, is that there's more Fortnite collaborations with Disney. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Disney do own a percentage of Epic now, so it was always going to come. But hey,
yeah, it was always happening, and now it's here.
Yeah, I'd say that's it for D23 now.
Yep. So you want to talk about Alien Romulus?
Yeah, after like 2 days of nearly saying everything about it here, I'm ready.
Yeah. So we'll start with non-spoilers. We'll do non-spoilers first, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense. And then we'll talk about spoilers, and then after all that, we don't do a rating, because what's the point? So we'll do a one-sentence review at the end of the whole thing. So the first thing I'm going to ask: did you like it?
Yeah, I did actually really, really like it. I was not concerned going in, but I was like, this could be very hit or miss. And, well, 20th Century Studios did make it work.
I still think it is relatively hit or miss. I think you have got to be buying into it, and they took. We'll get into it more in spoilers, I think, but like they took a big swing in the final act.
Yeah,
but I loved it. I loved every single second of it. I honestly love this film. I saw it in IMAX, and you did. And
yep.
If the 4 people out there are listening to this, please go see it in IMAX while you can. It's so good in IMAX. It really, really, really is good. I I loved it. I absolutely loved this film. It's probably at the minute my favorite film of the year.
Yeah.
And yeah, the effects, the just everything. I have one complaint that I will get into in spoilers.
Yeah.
But one of the one part of the CGI didn't work for me. It looked very dodgy.
Right. No problem.
We'll get more into it in spoilers, but one specific thing like kind of took me out a little bit. But yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed this film. I thought it was really good. I thought the cast was good. I thought the motivations were spot on. I thought there was a good balance of liking people and disliking people, and there were good kills. And yeah, I loved it. I really loved it.
Yeah, the kills, to be fair, unreal. Well, obviously, we'll talk more in the spoiler bit, but there's just one scene what comes to it all the time, and I'm like, wow.
Some of the best in the Alien franchise, in my opinion, in terms of kills.
Yeah.
So good. But this is the same guy that did Evil Dead, the remake, the 2013 one, I think. I don't know. Which is the most, I want to say, the goriest of the entire Evil Dead. So you were always going to get that, I think. But yeah, it was really good.
And it was
the thing that I liked
about 15 as well.
I know that was surprising, and obviously in the UK, a 15 for us is like what, a 12 in America or something. It's really not like it. No, I think it is an R rating in America, and in Australia it is banned. It's not banned, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But yeah, the thing that I like about what Fede Alvarez does, I don't know if that's how you say his name. Apologies, but that's how I'm going to say it. Is he creates every situation in a way of solving a problem, but then causing a problem. So by solving a solution, you then have caused another problem. And there's one scene in particular that comes to mind towards like the middle to end that I absolutely adored, and I was literally on the edge of my seat the entire time. Yeah, thought it was great. I thought the suspense was good, kills was good, acting was good. The lead, the actress, I don't know her name. I probably should know her name, but she was great. And if she's back in a sequel, I'm sure there will be a sequel at this point. I'm all for it. She could be the next Ripley. I hope not, kind of in a way, because obviously we had 4 of them with Ripley. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really add much to it other than I completely agree. It is probably definitely top of my list of movies this year. It's a must see as well. So
it is,
you said earlier, any of the 4 people listening who haven't already seen it, definitely watch it, and especially in IMAX.
Yes, yeah, go see it in IMAX. Like I said, there's not really much to talk about in terms of non-spoilers, because you have to really avoid a lot of things, I think. So please, just go see it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say right now. You have anything to say before we go into spoilers?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first thing is I thought the CGI on the android dude was strange.
Yeah.
It took me out a little bit. And obviously it doesn't help the fact that he died in 2020, I want to say.
Yeah, yeah. Go on.
Now, reading into it, apparently his family was okay with it, and they okayed it. So there's nothing much I can say from an ethical point of view because they okayed it. It just felt very strange, in my opinion. They could have used someone else. I think they wanted to use him to connect back to Alien, But yeah, I don't know. It just took me out for like a second, and then I kind of got used to it. It was really strange though, because I thought all the effects was amazing, and then you get to this one, it's like whoa.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
feel
wonky.
like the companies have just not figured out how to make real people in that sense.
Yeah. Maybe
I
it was the
mean,
more uncanny valley about it.
yeah, definitely. Like, obviously, we've had deepfakes and stuff before with like Leia and
Yeah,
Matt.
Tarkin.
Yeah, Tarkin, Luke. It's mainly just been
Star Wars characters.
Star Wars, but we've had that before where it looks off.
Yeah.
But I feel like in Alien in particular, it can really throw you out because everything else is so well done.
Yeah. And then, but that was my only complaint about it, really. I didn't really have much more. The Easter eggs were cool. Obviously, seeing the alien from Alien was nice.
Yeah.
Really cool Easter egg. And yet again, if you haven't seen Alien, you probably wouldn't have known. But really cool Easter egg there for people who have seen it and know about it and stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I really enjoyed seeing the original Alien.
The Alien.
The Alien from Alien is back. He's back. Oh, it's like the Palpatine. somehow
he has returned.
Somehow the alien has returned. But no, I enjoyed it, and yeah, the thing that I was on about was the zero gravity and the alien stuff. I thought that was really, really, really well done.
Yeah, because they introduced the zero gravity very early on, and then
Yeah, it's and they also you also planted in your head the acid going through the ship, because where you see the alien from the top, and you look down, and it's all the way through the ship. Yet again, really well done foreshadowing there and world building. For somebody has never seen Alien or any of the aliens, so that's why I think it's really good for people that haven't also seen it. I've seen a lot of people actually saying that this and Deadpool and Wolverine are bad for cinemas because all they do is nostalgia bit, and I just thought, no, this is nothing like this. Is not. I mean, you have bits of stuff like yeah, but other than that, I genuinely think you could watch this on its own, and it'd be still brilliant.
yeah, I completely agree. Like the last time I watched the first Alien was like a year or two ago, and honestly, this you don't need to watch it at all.
No.
I feel like this probably builds a world better than the first Aliens. I'd actually say watch this before you watch the first one, because
this is really good. I really, really enjoy this one.
yeah, it also another spoiler with the black goo, as I call it, Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Venom's in the
Venom. Venom is in this now.
I believe it's from Covenant or Prometheus. I think it's Prometheus mainly. But
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's kind of redeemed that movie a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
I feel it's like, and it just adds more to the lore and that the Promethean jelly, whatever they call it in the movie. I don't know. It's like a scientific name, but
yeah, they give it something, don't they? I think they gave it like they called it Prometheus something.
Yeah, and it's nice to know that is still about, because that could add a lot of just random stuff. Hey, it was nice. An Alien vs Predator movie.
Yeah, it was nice as well that they didn't shy away from the quote-unquote bad reception that they had in the past. Like Disney are prone to doing that, I think, a little sometimes, where they just ignore things. But I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm really, yeah. So they didn't do that, and they didn't try to do that, which I appreciated. What else happened?
Third act.
So for me, I loved the third act. I do still think it takes a little bit of a dip. For me personally, that doesn't mean I dislike any of it. I just think, like, going from the 0G stuff to that I thought wasn't as interesting to me, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the third act, there's a lot of people overreacting about it because it didn't take me out to like at all. It Watching it, I like still on the edge of my seat, genuinely like going, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. And I think so. I went with a friend, and he's more knowledgeable about the alien stuff than me, and his initial reaction to seeing, because you don't see it and then you see it. We should probably explain what it is.
Yeah, we're still talking
it's
like it's a non-spoiler.
It's so one of the woman. There is this woman and she's pregnant, and anyway she's dying. And she takes like the black goo, I think, and she injects herself with it, and she's then put into a cryopod, and then the main girl gets her out, and he's like, she's then like super pregnant all of a sudden, and like, what's going on? And she gives birth, to like an egg, and it hatches into like a half xenomorph, half human thing. We have seen one of them before, but this looked especially creepy.
Yeah, when it first showed you it in the hallway, I was like, holy shit.
And to be honest with you, I'm quite happy that they didn't decide to steer away from it too much. They're like, no, we're doing this, and we're doing it well. Like, we're gonna do this. So, like, I really, really appreciate that. I'm just getting the cast list up so I know what I'm on, so I can actually tell you people's names. So I think the girl who's pregnant. Oh God, I don't know. His name's Kay.
Yeah.
So Kay's pregnant. Yeah, she gives birth to this horrible, horrible creature, and it is meant to be like horrid. And yeah, my friend's initial reaction to seeing it is, "What the fuck?" Like, instant reaction out loud in the cinema. And I feel like that is a very good reaction to have, because it was initial shock. And I was slightly concerned for like 2 seconds, because I was like, "Oh no, what are they doing?" But I thought it worked really well, and it led on to like a really, really gruesome bit where this creature like goes up to Kay and kills her by breastfeeding. It was very strange. It was very, very strange and very dark. And yeah, so she dies from breastfeeding, which is mental. But it's an image that I never thought I'd ever see, if I'm honest. In a dark twist of events. Yeah, you got anything to say about?
Yeah, I've got some. Well, not really the humanoid thing, but to talk about the deaths in it.
The deaths were great.
The acid death. That was unreal. I feel like that was just shot. It was my favourite one in the movie because it was just like creative.
The acid death was really good. And what was his name? Yawn? I want to say, I think. Yawn?
Yeah.
Was his name?
I believe so, yeah.
He's one of the characters that you go, dick. you're a dick. And comeuppance in the end. Really creative death, really cool death. Really nice, and he like goes to stab the alien in a thing in his like cocoon.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, you're now dead. Yeah, I'm now gonna kill you with my acid. I thought the Navarro death was good as well, from the chest burster.
Yeah.
I thought that was very graphic. But yeah, very good as well. I think my least favorite death was Tyler.
Yeah. It it basically happens off screen anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was upset originally because Kay was taken, and you were like, "Oh, you've killed someone off screen," and then obviously she's later alive later on, and you're like, "Oh, that's good." And then so like 10 minutes, after she's taken away, and then I'm like, she said that someone died off screen, and then she's alive, and I'm like, "Oh, they didn't kill anyone off screen," and then 10 minutes later he died off screen. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was fuming. I was like, "Why would you do that to me?" I can't believe you did that. Yeah, that was the worst death in my opinion. I thought Andy and Rain had great chemistry together as siblings.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I thought they acted well together. I thought she was phenomenal. I thought he was phenomenal. I thought all the cast was good. The Xenomorphs looked all great and incredible.
It makes me more excited for the next Predator movie, what they do as well, because I know they did end up going for a CGI route for Prey, but it proves that they can do practical effects well.
Yeah, they can do practical effects and then enhance it with CGI. It's good, and yeah, it was interesting. I've seen a lot of people describe this film as Don't Breathe, but in space. Yeah, that makes sense. He did direct Don't Breathe, and I thought that was good. The third act was, in my opinion, a swing and a miss. I didn't particularly like the third act, but this one is a swing and a hit. So he likes him. He likes his strange, weird third acts.
Yeah, yeah. Always about breastfeeding.
The Don't Breathe.
I believe. Oh no, Don't Breathe. It's a different one, isn't it?
Yeah. It was the blind guy. They robbed the blind guy.
Right.
And he's like turns out to be Daredevil. Pretty much. Like evil Daredevil, like just kills everybody. Pretty much. It's quite good. It's quite good.
We've nearly got an evil universe. We've got the Don't Breathe Old Man, Brightburn.
Yeah.
Bringing up all these comic characters that are evil.
Homelander.
Yeah. Nearly anybody in the boys,
Omni-Man.
basically.
Yeah, true. Yes, I really, really, really enjoyed it. I thought the third act was good. But yeah, my favorite scene was definitely the zero gravity.
Yeah, where she's shooting the gun to avoid the acid as well. Just perfect,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah, it's so good. The visuals are amazing. The only thing that I'd say about it is that the Alien trailers, so the Romulus trailer did show it, and it didn't dilute anything. I actually thought the trailers did a pretty good job at not telling everything, even though everyone said it did. It definitely didn't. I've seen the trailers did not show. Like the final trailer that came out, everyone was complaining because like, "Oh, you've shown too much." And going back and watching that third trailer again, they definitely didn't. Like, I don't think in any of the marketing trailer they even said that Rain and Andy were brother and sister. I don't think they ever mentioned it. So that's how much they were keeping that close to the chest.
Yeah. Pretty brave, but they did it well.
Very brave, but it worked, and I loved it. Yeah, definitely my favorite film of the year. I'm just going through notes, see if I've got anything else written down.
Some news what came out 53 minutes ago. Dan Trachtenberg's next Predator movie has started filming.
There we go. Brilliant.
Starring Elle Fanning. The film is going to be set in the future.
Oh, maybe they're going to set up Alien vs Predator again. If you get Freddy Alvarez and the Prey people to get together and make an Alien vs Predator film, I'm all on board.
Yeah, same.
I'm there. Opening night. Yeah. Love this film. Thought it was great. You got any further notes on Alien?
Not really. It was just really, really well done. It can stand alone. It can be a part of a new trilogy or whatever they're going to go for it. But I feel like it is a very good starting point to bring the franchise back.
100%. I love how it was shot. I love the cinematography. I love the effects. I love everything about it. yeah, I genuinely. The sound of it, the sound design was good. Yeah. I've gone through all my notes for this.
Yeah, that's mine done as well.
Okay, so let's do his one sentence review. So spoilers that have ended. In everywhere, spoilers have ended everywhere.
Yeah,
No
we
more
have
spoilers.
we have got rid of spoilers in the world.
We have cured spoilers. So my one sentence review for Alien Romulus is, go see it in IMAX. It's good.
Very I mean, it's one sentence. I don't know why I'm going to give you shit then. Very descriptive. Well done. Yeah. So mine is basically just very, very intense movie.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, no, it's basically Alien is just back. Alien's back.
Alien's back.
We are
go.
so back. Alien is back.
Alien is back, and go see it in IMAX is good. That's our one sentence review. Do you want to hear a little bit on the box office?
Yeah, you can. Talk.
So Alien Romulus has made currently 53.7 million domestically, and 68.08 million internationally.
Cool.
I'm trying to look at my numbers because I'm like, that's strange. Why have I got 3 numbers there? Yeah. Hang on. my numbers are weird.
No problem.
Why have I got 3 numbers? I don't know. Anyway, so opening weekend it made $42 million, which is the best opening since Prometheus. And yes, worldwide, it has made $121.8 million so far.
Wow.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's it's either the second highest grossing Alien film. It's like the top 2, I think. Very good. It's just doing very well, and yeah, they'll definitely make another one. If not, it's already greenlit, but it's making a lot of money at the minute, especially for an R-rated Alien film. That's also bearing in mind keep competing with Deadpool and Wolverine. It's also R-rated, so
Yeah.
I think it's doing very well considering the odds against it. And for me personally, I didn't have this in my anticipation list at all. I don't know about you. I wasn't really that looking forward to it, and then it's really blown me away.
Yeah, I mean, I did look forward to it, and then I thought back to the other Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and I was like, am I actually looking forward to it? But I'm happy now.
So, recommendations. This segment is going to be our recommendations for the week. I say week. We might record these a week. We might record these every month. We might record these whenever we want. So my recommendation for this week, I've got Lego Marvel Superheroes on the Switch. I've been playing that recently. I don't know why. I've been bored, I guess, but I've been really enjoying it. I think it's a really underrated Lego game.
Yeah, I've played a bit of it, and it is a fairly decent game, to be fair.
Yeah, I really have been enjoying it. I've also got Alien. I've just got all the Alien films. Yeah, watch them if you're gonna watch Alien Romulus. Why not? There you go. There's my recommendations for the week.
Mine is to stick with horror theme. Outlast Trials. I thought to bring that up. Might as well.
Might as well bring that up. Outlast Trials.
The new season came out like a month ago now, which, yeah, we are a bit late, but I don't care.
Who cares? Who cares?
But, yeah, definitely worth a play. Probably one of the best co-op horror games. I don't know if there's many.
I don't know, but yes, it is very good. Very good. Very good horror.
Very fun. It's still quite scary, but, I mean, no one can play it, so anyone can.
Pretty much, yeah. If I can play it, anyone can. I love it. Yeah, one one of my favorite games of the year, I would say.
Yeah.
Love it.
And my recommendation for like a film or TV show is probably just rewatch Daredevil again. That might be my recommendation every month/week we do this, but definitely worth
our
a
recommendation's
rewatch.
just gonna be this. They're gonna be the same every single day. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Daredevil is great. I'm assuming you're talking about a TV show, not
Yeah.
the.
Not the movie. I didn't say movie originally, but I do mean a TV show. If you want to watch a movie, do it, but you will turn it off like 10 minutes through it. So.
Yeah, don't come crying when you said, "Well, you gave me a recommendation," and was like, "No, wrong one, wrong one." Yeah, that's it for recommendations. And finally, we'll get on to our Q&A. Now, obviously, because no one knows we're doing this right now, we haven't got any questions from any comments. So we've just asked people to give us some. Like we'll probably do every week.
I've not got that many questions, to be brutally honest. I've only got 2.
No, neither have I. I've got about 3. So, you want to start with your questions?
Yes, from our friend Dylan. I'm name dropping him.
No, name dropping you, bro.
He has gave me 2 questions. Let me try and find them. Right. I don't know why, but I feel like he wants to get us into controversy.
Oh, God.
So, the first question, is there any game franchise you refuse to play and why?
Oh, any... Okay, so I do have an answer.
You have an answer.
I do have an answer. So at the minute, I refuse to play Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I refuse to play it. You know, JK. You know, yeah.
Controversy.
Well, I think we'll just say JK controversy, and you can take that as to mean the name or just kidding. And we'll move on from there.
Yeah. For me, a game franchise that I refuse to play is a lot harder because there's so many. But I feel like at the moment it is Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Another Ubisoft title. But that's not because of the controversy of what's happening with Shadows. I just think after Unity, you've not played any of them, so you're gonna have no clue what
I haven't
about.
played any of them. No.
But after Unity, even though Unity wasn't the best, I feel like that was the end of quality. Origins could have made it better, but after I played Origins once, I could not put any hours into the others because they have just turned into RPG-esque games. It's just not fun to play in the open world, in my opinion. Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know, I get it. Ubisoft has created, I think, a reputation for not being good at the minute. So I think that's fair. Yeah.
And Dylan's next question, it could always get cut out.
Oh no.
Most overrated director.
Oh.
I mean, it's a good question, but
that is a good question. That's not really controversial. Overrated? It's a good question.
It is. I could piss everyone off and say Martin Scorsese, but to be fair, I don't actually believe that answer.
Yeah, we could. I don't know. I don't really know, like, if there's anyone that I necessarily... I don't know. I think...
It's a hard question because, to be honest, a lot of the times I can't blame the director because when it comes to, it's like we'll bring it back to Doctor Strange 2. Sam Raimi, tried his best, but I feel the writers' room really destroyed him.
100%. Maybe Zack Snyder.
Yeah, no, you know what? That's the only answer for me personally. Nothing against the man himself. I just don't like his movies or his direction.
Maybe that's the guy that I'd probably say. He's maybe a tad overrated. Zack Snyder.
Oh God. What have we done?
we could done our first podcast and everyone's now never listening to us ever again. So that's brilliant. So I have a couple of questions. So my questions are, where does Romulus fit into our alien ranking?
For me, it is second. It's between second and I can't really rate it between second and third because Alien, Romulus, and Aliens, I feel like are pretty not like they're pretty on par with each other. I feel personally.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is better than Alien. I'd probably rate it second. I'd probably still rate Aliens first, and then this second.
Yeah.
So, there's not really much that I can say about that. I've got another question here. What is our most overrated Marvel film?
Winter Soldier.
Ooh, coming in strong with the.
The thing is, I find it a good movie, but I do feel like a lot of people give it too much to what it actually is.
Well, my answer is 10 times more controversial than that. Mine's Iron Man.
Yeah, no, I get that though. To be fair,
people, look. I'm not saying it's bad. Please don't kill me. I'm just saying, people put it as one of the best Marvel films, and I just don't agree. We can all have difference of opinions. Please don't come after me.
I feel like everyone gives it too much, in the sense of it was the first MCU movie, but it was just an average movie if you look back on it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think people.
Oh god, I'm going to say something controversial as well.
Oh no.
It's like the Blade movies. They are good, well, for the era they came out in. However, they're not the best. Like, they did what they could at the time, and just because they spawned technically the MCU in a sense, but no, overrated.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna make a statement. And this is to one of our potential listeners. Blade did help in creating the Marvel universe and keeping Marvel alive. I'll give you that one. The person that's listening knows what I'm on about. Don't worry about it. I was wrong. I was debating with them about something, and then I was wrong, and I was too stubborn to admit I was wrong. So I'm doing it now for everybody to see. For everybody to see.
Every single person in the world who's watching this.
Absolutely.
So is that? Oh yeah, you've got more questions?
I have got some more questions. It was really difficult because a lot of the questions that I got were like really random.
Yeah, it's a good starting point, I guess.
It is, and they're pretty much all the same about like overrated, underrated type of stuff. I've got here. What is your biggest guilty pleasure when it comes to film?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Haha. That is my guilty pleasure film. There you go. Probably about 20 people. If this got like 10,000 people watching, about 20 of them will know what I'm on about.
I once went into a Escape the Maze in Universal Studios in Florida, and one of them was in the Shrek 4D bit, and it was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that was the most terrifying thing I've ever been in my entire life. I had clowns running up to me, and God, I nearly punched one square in the face. I mean, you don't run up to somebody in a scare maze. I just think that's stupid. But that would be on them, I think, in my opinion, if I clocked one of them.
Yeah. What's
My guilty pleasure. I don't know. It's
the
a
Jungle
good
Book
question.
live action version?
No, because I don't really like Jungle Book full stop. Great, great. We'll just say bad takes on on people, and everyone's gonna be hating on us. Guilty pleasure, a film. I don't really know. It's I don't know. I genuinely, I maybe like the original Fantastic Four films. Maybe
Yeah,
they're not
I mean,
good, but I I enjoy watching it. I guess. Maybe.
yeah, good shout.
Probably what I what I would have to say.
When you go into sleep tonight, something better will pop in your head, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, damn it!"
Oh, 100%, 100%. I'll be like, oh. Yeah, yeah. I got another question here. What is your biggest pet peeve about modern filmmaking? This is
Oof. The volume.
that is a great shout. Yes, that is a great shout. Yes. My other one will be probably the multiverse.
Yeah. So,
Stop doing it.
to explain the volume a little bit more, in my opinion, is the fact that it's overused a little bit now.
Yeah, it is overused. I agree.
I feel like
And
it works well in The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
but for bigger blockbusters, Quantumania, to be precise, it just didn't hit it off very well.
Just shoot on location, please. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine did. Great. Fine with that. No problem with that. Yeah, but just please shoot. Another pet peeve for me is people complaining about trailers and how they look compared to Final Film. That really bugs me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily a filmmaking pet peeve. It's more of a like people pet peeve. But like people complained about the color grading in Deadpool and Wolverine in like the first trailer. It was like, shut up. It's not done yet.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, let's just throw more pet peeves. I'm attacking everyone right now. Color grading. It's very hit or miss nowadays.
Yeah, it's very.
That kind of links with the trailer thing what you said, because everyone will complain about Deadpool and Wolverines.
Yeah. It's either too grey or like too orange.
Yeah.
I feel like at the minute it's like I agree. Yeah, I'm out of questions.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'll create some questions off the back of my head now.
Well,
Favorite?
great.
What's your favorite movie of all time?
I don't have one. And this is something that I have struggled with. I just can't put my finger on like one. So I'm gonna have to be a boring person and say I don't have one. Because I have different things, different genres, and different.
What about Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, no, that's third. Morbius is first.
Yeah, I'd have to say Modern Web personally is my favourite.
That's second for me. Yeah, I just don't have one. I don't really
That's
have
fair.
one.
I'll change those Cravens out, but you know.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, sorry to be the boring one, but yeah, that's not my
fair.
favorite film.
I mean, for me, it is probably. Oh, it's quite hard because I don't want to give a really basic answer like Infinity War, because realistically it's not my favourite, but it's definitely up there with it. It's definitely better than Endgame.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people don't agree with, which
Another
is
hot take.
odd to me, but yeah.
We're just gonna have a segment of just hot takes.
Yeah.
What is our hot takes of the week?
That's fine. That's fine to me. We will. There's no way we'll ever get through doing this type of podcast without having a hot take.
No, 100%. And then, you know,
It get clipped up.
and then, the TikTok will be like, I have these guys. These guys are crap, and they don't know film, and they don't know filmmaking and all that. And it's like, shut up. I have qualifications in film, so
Screw you.
Oh God, have I lost you? You cut off there for a second.
oh no.
Yeah, well,
I went on a rant about how people will be telling us that we don't know knowledge and
Yeah.
stuff. And I was like, but I have qualifications, so I count.
but yeah, that's like the only question that came to my mind. Have you got
Fair
any
enough.
questions to you, or
No, that's all I have. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes.
starting off strong?
Fair enough. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this episode. I don't know when the next one's going to be out. Probably next year.
No,
We'll try our best to get it weekly, or at least every time we can. Like, we're not obviously
Yeah.
going to be doing it daily, but if one episode
we'll
happens
try.
to come out straight after another one, then, like, depending on
It is
news
what it
and
is.
stuff, then it is, yeah.
Yeah. We'll try his best. But yeah, this is the opening. This was our first podcast. You probably hadn't heard us like change from more of a really like collected speaking towards the beginning to now we're just doing what we want.
Yeah.
It's probably changed over time. I'm not really bothered. But yeah, I have. I don't know when this is going to go up. I'll edit it as quickly as possible, and I'll get it up before the end of the week,
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
and then we'll move on from there. So thank you for listening.
All the 4 people that are out there that are listening to this.
Yeah.
It's been great fun, and we'll be back next time talking about something else.
Yeah, if you want to follow us separately as well, we'll have, hopefully we'll have our socials in the description.
Yes, I'm very hopeful, and we'll plaster them all over our social media and stuff.
Yeah.
So please give us a follow and a like, and subscribe if this is a YouTube video as well. Please subscribe.
Yeah,
Please.
please.
Like and put that bloody bell on or whatever it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we've noticed that 100% of people who have watched this video aren't subscribed to our channel.
We've also noticed that people who have been subscribed previously have weirdly been unsubscribed. So why don't you just click it anyway?
Yeah, and if you've got another account
So
that
just
you
check.
don't use, make sure you subscribe with that one. Because you never know.
Subscribe with all of them, and we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, make sure you put your name in the description, in the comments. Even though we can see your name when you comment, but make sure you put it anyway.
Put your name and date of birth. And we'll give you a shout. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
kind of stuff that's going to lead us into delirium. But no, that's been fun.
Can't wait for next time to. His next episode will probably be a bit shorter, considering we went through an intro and stuff. So
Yeah, so we know what we're doing now. We
We
finally
do,
found.
and-
We took us probably about half an hour before this recording to find a name. Which you'd think
Yeah,
that's the first thing to do for a podcast, but no, we decided to wait till we was going to record it to think of a name.
yeah, we were about to record it, and went, we haven't really got a name. We was like, oh. So we had to scramble to come up with one really quickly. But I like it, so
Yeah.
great. I don't know how to sign off. But like, subscribe, and put the notification thing on. Comment what you want us to talk about next, I guess. If
Yeah, some
you're
some
interested.
some questions as well. We
Yes,
we
please
really
do
need some questions.
We need some questions. We can't just keep making them up while we've got nobody listening. But yes, give us some questions. Otherwise, if we don't have any, we'll just keep asking our family
Family and friends.
and friends. Yeah. But yeah. that's it. So
Yeah.
bye.
See you later.